it's Lindsay from Perfectly Bookish 5. Let's go to RomanceCon! So it is currently like 5 minutes to 7 on September 6th. I just made it to the parking garage. I'm pretty sure I'm in the right spot. I came early so I have a chance to find where I am going, but it is RomanceCon day, so let's go check it out.
Wait, let's clap.
Hey guys, I'm home from day one of RomanceCon. I'm in a little different setting, not in front of my bookshelf. I'm just on my bed right now. In August, I did something to my back and it was healing, but this morning I woke up and it was in so much pain. And yeah, I can't sit on my floor in front of my bookshelf right now. And I'll tell you in a little bit, that's kind of why I left a little early. So to start off, I went in the center's parking garage. I got there about 7 o'clock in the morning. You could start lining up for registration at 7:30 and it was supposed to start at 8. I just like being in places early, and for the fact that I didn't know where I was going, I wanted to give myself enough time in case I got lost, which there wasn't really great direction on how to get from the parking garage to the center. So I walked around for a little bit, and then once I got to the center, I saw the people inside, but the door would not open. And like, they're right there. How do I get to them? So there was a guy who was cleaning outside and he had a shirt on for the center. So I asked him and he's like, yeah, this is weird. I don't know why it's opening. Try the south entrance. And then so I had to walk around and go find that one. And those doors were open. When you went inside, there was security you had to go through and they checked your bag. And so I got through there. I was getting closer to 7:30 because like I had to find my way to get in, but because I was the only one kind of walking around the hall, besides the people who ran it and volunteers were setting stuff up, I got to look around at things. And you'll see in the very beginning footage, there's like no one there. And it was just nice because I got to kind of explore by myself. Then I ended up just kind of sitting in a chair and waiting for a little bit. Then I saw they put up a, not rope, but a like barrier where you could start lining up. And there were 3 people already there. So I hopped in line with them and it was nice. We were talking and it did not start at 8. I want to say it wasn't too bad. I took a picture on my phone. I'll have to look. I think it was 8:07 that registration started. They had a line for general pass, premium pass, and they had an ADA line as well, which was nice. So, I mean, you all waited in this big line, but then there were different tables you went to for your different ticket tier. So I was the first one in the premium line, and I got a badge. I feel stupid because I put my handle here and I didn't realize till after I wrote it. Could have put my name here, the handle there. Whatever. And then so the badge, oops, sorry, can you see that? It says RomanceCon. And then at the table you got, I came first, RomanceCon. And I don't know if you noticed that, the R, they make a heart. And this I got the light right there. When I bought a RomanceCon t-shirt, and I will go over some of the stuff I got today a little later. But yeah, we got in, and then 9 o'clock was the first panel. That was the first one to get my pass for the line that I was in. I had a lot of time to spare, so I thought I would go down and look at all the vendors. The vendors had a nice stretch of line, and that was just all them. And there was this really, really cute cat shirt that I wanted, but they didn't have my size. There was like a cat chasing a butterfly and a cat, let's see, like with balls of yarn. I think it was Olivia and June. Again, I'll have to check that. I have a card for them in my book cart. And it was just so cute because it said something like about being distracted by books. I'm like, that's me, cats and books. You'll see in the pictures, you can't tell really right now. Oh, there we go. I'm wearing a cat sweatshirt with sitting on books, cat sitting on books that my friend made me. 9 o'clock, I went to the panel. The name was in the picture. It's had to do all about hockey romance. And it was a hoot. Avery Flynn was the only author in that panel that I had read before. I read 2 out of the 3 books in her one hockey series. It's like Parental Guidance, Awkward, and I forget the name of the third. But I found it really interesting because Chelsea, not exactly sure how to pronounce her last name, Curto, she has a hockey book. And I believe it's called Face Off. I ended up buying the book, so you'll see it in this video. But she has a girl playing in the NHL, and I've never read a take on that before. And it was quite funny to me because she was talking about how one of her posts or videos blew up on TikTok, and she had a lot of men writing into her saying, you know, this can't happen, right? There is no women in the NHL. And sometimes she would reply back like saying the obvious, and then other times she'd be like, what are you talking about? This happened last season. Didn't you watch any NHL games? And it's like, come on, it's an author. Like, use your brain, people. She's writing fiction. And so it's just interesting, some of the topics, and it went from like the light, fluffy rom-com hockey romance to an author who wrote dark romance. So it was very interesting to me because hockey is my favorite sport, and I love hockey romance. It's one of my favorite things to read about. And later I was even joking with some authors saying that they should have held this con during hockey season because directly across the street from the center is our hockey team, Milwaukee Emeralds, an AHL team, and we could have all just had a group outing over there. But then the second panel, I wanted to go see how to get published as an indie author, but I opted out. My back was killing me. Just kind of walked around because that was helping better than sitting. And then I ended up going to the third session of panels, and that was the Forking Fangirls podcast. And Christine Riccio, Natasha Polis, they are the 2 girls that co-host the show. Then originally I thought it just said on the paper Julie Murphy was going to be the author that was joining them, but also Sierra Simone did, which was nice because they co-write together and they even had a table together at the signing. And then I'm sorry, I don't remember her last name. It's Chloe, but it is the podcast social media manager. She was there as well, and the whole podcast was talking all about like romance and smut. And it was funny because 4 well, two of the girls had pretty, I would say, average kind of opinion. Two went a little more hardcore, and then one was more mild. So it was interesting to see all the different perspectives. It was a good podcast and a fun time, and I enjoyed it, so I'm gonna have to look out for their podcast. Then I went to go have lunch in my car. Yes, there was a lot of different options where this center is that I could have walked to. There was plenty in walking distance, but I did bring my own lunch today. Like, when you're spending money on the ticket, and I wanted to, buy some stuff at the signing as well, you're gonna save money where you can. So then at 1 o'clock, I went back inside and I lined up for the signing, which started at 2. They had a line by the signing doors for you to get in. It was, again, roped off. And there were 2 sections, one on one side and one on the other. Like, the room was B, C, D, so there was a line by B and there was a line on the other side by D. And you would think one was for general admission, one was for the premium pass. And I asked somebody, and there were other people there too that asked, and we were told that on one side of the roped off area would be general admission, and on the other side of the roped off area was the premium pass, which, like, okay. So we just went where we were told, and we were the first 3 people in line, and no one was on the other side whatsoever. No one was in line. These lines were right by the vendor booth, so people were walking around, no one on the other side. So then at 1:45-ish, we had a volunteer, I think maybe someone more higher up working there. She was at the registration table, came and asked if you were a premium ticket holder to move. So on my side, I was first in line, and then because she didn't have us go in the order that we were, I ended up being, third. So I went from first to third in line, but that is not the point. If you are moving a line from where you had people stand, where your staff told them to, you should take the line as it is and have that line end up that way. Because the person who ended up being first was someone who wasn't even in the line that we were in to begin with. She just saw that's where people were lining up and then hopped in line. So it's just, like I said, it wasn't as big of a deal, but what if 20 people then started going there when we've been in line for the last 45 minutes and you're just letting people skip us? So that made me mad because it wasn't right, because we had been waiting for so long and just gonna let whoever hop in, because we were doing exactly what we were told to do. But then as we're waiting to get in line, the same volunteer worker came by and, we're not gonna open at 2 like we said the site will start. We're gonna wait a couple minutes because we're just not ready. And so that was frustrating. I think we got in 10 after 2. I mean, 10 minutes isn't much, but again, it's the principle of it. If you're going to have a schedule, be on time, people. So I got in, and I was very happy. The people I want to see most, Sierra Simone and Julie Murphy, were the first people I got to go see. And then I went to, now I'm trying to think. After that, I saw Becky Albertelli. Well, today I tried to, let's see if I can go through everyone I did see today. I got to everyone I wanted to except for one person, because when I was about to go to her table, she was putting her sign, be back at 5, but I was just kind of done for the day, so I'll get her tomorrow. I saw Melanie Johnson, Kenny Ryan, it was Sierra, Julie, Becky, Adib Kahoram. I did this fun, they had to meet debut authors. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think 7 of them. And you had this card, which I'll show you in a second, that you went around to and got a stamp, and then you could hear about their book, and then you could enter to win a prize, which would be announced tomorrow. So that was fun. I went to Christine Riccio. It was fun talking to her and Natasha. Went to Lucy Eden's table, to Chelsea's table so I could buy the book that she was talking about at her panel. It was $20 and you got an art print with it. When I show you the cover, it is really cute. To Kate Rabb. And tomorrow I plan on just going around to new to me authors and meeting them. I'm sure I might be forgetting someone in there, but I'm gonna start showing you what I got today. So I bought the RomanceCon t-shirt. I wanted a sweatshirt, but it happened to be a zip up and I didn't want to zip up. This was $30. I just thought it was really cute and it would be something fun and nice to wear. Then it was kind of weird in our bags. So we got these bags that say RomanceCon, and oh, my cat's already gonna go in it. Now this sticker was not in here. I got the sticker standing in line. Someone gave this to me, but they had these bags, and at first I was confused because it was empty, and so I asked someone if theirs was empty too, because I wanted to make sure something didn't fall out of mine. But then they were telling me then they were telling me that they think it's to put like some swag in so it doesn't get wrecked. So instead of continuing going through my swag bag, since my little buddy is having fun, I'm gonna go through some stuff in my book cart. I pre-ordered 2 t-shirts. They were only $12 a piece. I got them from Lila Davis. And this shirt, these are wrapped really cute. I didn't look at it while I was there. Too busy going around the signing room. But this one I thought was cute. Still read fairy tales. They're just darker and I love the dragons on them. And then this one, we have reading mode, excuse me, all day, every day. And I just thought these were really cute. You didn't know what colors you were going to get. You could pick the sayings. And for 12 bucks a piece, you can't go wrong. All right, let's see who I forgot. So yes, Kate Rabb, Christine, Avery. Oh yeah, I forgot I went to Neely's table. She was really nice. And this is one of the books I brought for Julie Murphy. I brought her kids book, Chubby Bunny. Some of these I started to put in bags. Oh, I don't know when she pulled out, but she was not there today, which I was sad about. Yep, my Becky Abertelli books. Oh, I gotta show you the drawing inside. It is really cute. And there's, oh, so Claire Kahn is the one that left when I was going up to her table. Let's see, the Melanie Johnson books. And oh, here's the face-off book I need to show you. They had 2 options for covers. One was ice and 2 hockey sticks, but I really thought this was super cute. So she plays hockey on the same team as him. And I thought that's going to be an interesting take because I haven't read a hockey book like that before. And then inside, well, inside is a print I can't show you. All right, my little buddy is gone, so I'm going to keep showing you what is in the bag. This is a shirt that I bought. And I just like that it had all the different tropes on it on books. I thought that was cute. That ended up being $29 with tax. Then the swag bag came with some Post-its. And then when you were in line, they gave you a choice between 2 Beth Revis books, and I picked this one, and not realizing it is book 2. So oopsie on my part. I'll have to bring that tomorrow. She is at the signing, so I'll bring that and ask her to sign. I have A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Then I was really excited to get this book, Fangirl Down by Tessa Bailey. I have read this. I listened to the audiobook. I really enjoyed it. Did not own it, so I was happy to have this copy. And then there's one more. I was excited to get this book, Rainbow Roll, the Slow Dance. And I just thought it was kind of funny that 3 out of the 4 books were for authors that aren't there, which, I mean, they could be getting this from a certain publisher and stuff, but I am so happy with the books that I got. And then inside we have this, then some different bookmarks. There's this sheet, like, get to know people. And then, ooh, I don't know, something is wet. Not wet, unless, like, my cat was just chewing on it, because there's nothing wet in my bag. But 2 more bookmarks, and then that was all of the swag. The other stuff in here is what I got at a booth. The booth I got a t-shirt from, you could roll dice and win something. I got 2 bookmarks. And then there was a library booth, and they had some different stuff you could get. They wanted to show that even though it's coming from a library, they do have spicy books. Oh, Opal and June is the store that had the cat t-shirt that I have to check out. Then there was a mystery pencil for $1, and of course mine has nothing to do with books. I was hoping for a fun book one. Oh, the library one also had chocolate, and then they had this, Naughty Cats, Naughtier Books, and, well, I mean, cat. I needed it. And that's all in this bag. Hey guys, it's Lindsay. It's RomanceCon Day 2. I just got back from the signing. I did not go to panels this morning. My back wasn't doing too well, and it was a good decision just to wait at home until the signing started. Got to rest up my back, and then I came a little after 12:30, I would say, and I got in the sign hall. I took a look again at the vendor booths in case there's anything that I missed. Oh, you can tell I'm in the parking garage right now. And then the signing, we got in at 2:08 today. And I went to the authors. There were just 3 authors that I had books for. And then I did roam around pretty much for an hour. Just went to some different author tables and asked about their books and got some fun book recommendations. And then I did go to Joe Brenner. So I have the book right here. Let me see. So yeah, Joe Brenner. She was at the panel yesterday for all about the hockey, and this was the dark hockey romance, and it sounded really good. It's called Butterfly, so I want to give this book a try, and I figured I have 4 hours until the author dinner. So I'm just going to chill in my car for a little bit, and then I'm going to go find a chair. They have lots of chairs around the place, which is nice. I'm going to find a chair. I'm going to read. I'm going to walk around a bit so I don't irritate my back more. And so that's the only thing about this signing compared to other signings for me. There's a good stuff, good events going on. It's just because I don't have a hotel room. Like, I don't really have anywhere to chill and wait. And for people who are out of town, it might be fun for them to explore the city. I'm from here. I don't need to explore the city. I know what's around. So that's just the only bummer part of this for me. Like, things have been going well. I just think that next time I would get a general pass or a day pass, because I got everybody I wanted to in the signing, which was amazing. And I mean, the author dinner is probably going to be amazing today. It's just this waiting game because I'm not going to leave. Today being a Saturday, this was event parking, and it was even more expensive than like all day being there yesterday, which is crazy. So I don't want to pay more fees. I guess I'm just gonna chill a little bit in here, probably have a little snack. Then I'm gonna go back inside, and I am going to start this book. I don't want to read some of the books I have on my phone because I don't want to kill my battery. I had my charger yesterday. I didn't bring it today. But yeah, the signing was nice, and I will talk more about this once I've been to the author dinner and the masquerade tonight. And I'll see you guys later. Hey guys, I am home from RomanceCon. It is, what time is it? It is 9 o'clock. I'm out of the clothes I wore there. I'm in my PJs, and let's talk about the rest of the evening. Where I left off, I ended up spending an hour in my car, but the whole time I was talking to my mom, so that was a nice way to kill time. And a little after 4, I went back in the convention hall, and I found this really nice spot that I didn't see before, that there were different chairs, couches, and so I did some walking around, and then I also did some sitting on the couch and reading a book. Before I dive into the dinner, I just want to show something else I bought today. So all the RomanceCon bags that we got, I showed you the swag that I had in them, and I think it was just the premium pass holders got to pick between those 2 Beth Rivas books to put in our bags. So all the other bags had 3 in them, and they were selling the extra bags for $15 a piece, so that's $5 a book, which is awesome. And you can mix and match the books. I didn't know that yesterday. I mean, I could have asked, I didn't, but I asked someone today, and I want to show you the books I got from there. So the books I ended up picking out, sorry, I put stuff in the bags, just in case weather, having to be outside, and want to make sure my books are safe. So I got At First Bite by Olivia Dade. It says it's a Harlot's Bay novel, and I'm guessing this might be the 3rd in the series. Let me know if I can read this on its own, but I've always been interested in Olivia's books. I just never picked one up, so seeing that this one was there, I'm like, I have to. Then the other 2 books I got were Mia Sheridan books, and I have Archer's Voice and More Than Words. Quickly, these are the books that I ended up getting signed today. And then we have these 2. All right, so getting into the dinner, we were told 6:45 is when you start going into the dinner, and then you eat at 7. So it's like 6 o'clock, 6:15, 6:30. I'm just like, where is everybody? There is really no one around. I was on this, not the 2nd level, but like a midway level where I found these chairs to sit in, and there were probably like, I don't know, 3 people down there at the time. And so 6:40 rolls around, and more people start trickling in, and I walk down there, and I heard someone say, oh, yep, I see it is in here. So it was a little confusing that where it was. I actually heard 2 authors below me saying that they were told one room, but the app said another. And so it was 6:45 and I walk over to the door and I just kind of peek in and there was this woman standing there. I'm like, do you know if we can go in? Because it's 6:45. It says it starts then. So there was no like worker or volunteer around there to direct anybody. So there again is like the time issue and having people where they need to be that just kind of happened consistently throughout RomanceCon. So the woman that was standing right there after I came up, she just asked the waiters and waitresses if we could go in, and they're like, yeah, come on in. So then I like turned around behind me and everyone who was gathered, I'm like, guys, they said we could come in, and they're like, oh, okay. So then we all started coming in, and there were like, I want to say maybe 20 tables in there, each seated 10, and every table had a number. And when you walked in, which you will have seen the video and pictures before I'm talking, but as you walked in, the salad was already on the plate at the table, and the dessert was out as well. They had 3 glass bottles of water, and when you sat down, a waiter or waitress came up and then they filled the cup for you, which was nice. I was just, you know, ready to fill it myself. And then there was bread and 3 different spreads, butter, hummus, and cheese. I ended up sitting at CJ Warrant and Taylor Wilson West's table, and it was sad. Well, I mean, we had so much fun, but it was me, the 2 authors, and one of the authors' assistants. So all the other people who were supposed to be at their table, I guess, just decided not to come. But it was so nice because CJ Warrant had this bag for everyone to give, and so there's different things in here. There's 2 free books, chapstick. I love chapstick. There's this really cute heart bracelet, and to put on it in this bag, there is, I don't know if you can see that, a charm, then a pen. I love pens. Oh, hi, Allie. And stickers. So it was so nice that she had that, but I had such a great time with them. There was like no one in there to say like, okay, it's 7, everyone eat, enjoy, have fun. Everyone was just kind of like doing stuff by themselves. So we just, and with the food already being out, well, the first course being out there, we just started eating. The first course was a salad, and you could have bread as an appetizer. The cheese bread was pretty good. And then our main course was chicken with some potatoes and green beans. And then for dessert, the dessert was so rich, this flourless chocolate tort thing. So it was just so much fun. The woman I was sitting with, we were just laughing the whole time. It was such a hoot. And you know, even though it was just like our small group of 4, it was a great talk and I enjoyed it a lot. So the dinner was a lot of fun. And then afterwards, I just walked into the masquerade ball. So it was happening and I walked out. It looked like it was fun for those who wanted to dance. Like the noise, you could hear it from quite a bit away. Like they were having so much fun. There was a DJ. Just the outfits that some people wear were so gorgeous and so amazing. And I'm not gonna go out there and just join people dancing. I'm not a dancer. You don't want to see me dance. So I just wanted to see what it was in there, and then I left and came home. Overall, would I go back to RomanceCon? Yes, I would. I just wouldn't get the premium VIP pass just for how much it cost and everything that was there. I think it would just benefit me more going for a lower tier pass, especially just not having that hotel room. My downtime was just a little more awkward, and so I would definitely attend again if there are authors there that I read and I would love to meet. Like I said, the real only hiccups that I noticed with the event were some timing issues, and then if you're going to move a line, make sure who was waiting there for 45 minutes like gets moved first instead of just letting whoever go in. It's kind of like when you're at a store, when there's a line at a register and then another cashier comes on and they say, I'll take the next customer. versus having like someone just walking up to the register come up in line instead of like the 10 people deep already at the register. So besides those two things, it was nice. There was space in the signing room hall. Oh, one thing, I put it in the video but I didn't explain it. You'll see a video of just kind of crumpled up tape, and like the tape on the floor, great, amazing idea. It just wasn't sticking to the carpet, so I don't really know what else you could put on there, or if there's a heavy dutier tape, because I don't know how many times I'd be walking out of a line and it was stuck to my shoe, or I'd see people walking and the tape is trailing on their shoe. So just the tape wasn't working. It was great for having it there for the lines when it would stick. I maneuvered pretty easily. I'm not sure how many attendees were there. I overheard someone say they think there was like 1,400, including like authors, volunteers, the people who ran the event and everything. But I don't know, because I got like in and out of the signing both days so super fast, which was amazing. I couldn't believe how fast I made it through, and it was like a calm vibe versus other sides were like, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna make it. But you had a total of 8 hours of signing. 4 hours the first day, 4 hours the second day. So yeah, I would definitely attend again. I mean, if you are traveling from afar, I'd say it's definitely worth it to go for the bigger pass, attend all the events, and you would be there for the hotel. I'm kind of sad that I didn't stay for craft night last night. I just knew I wouldn't make it because there were attendees, they brought their bags, and oh my gosh, they were so talented the way they were painting in RomanceCon. So now that I have a second bag, because I bought those other books, I think I'm going to have to decorate mine, because it looks like they had so much fun doing it. And I love crafting. That's why I was like crushed I had to miss it. I would have rather missed the masquerade ball versus craft night, but whatever, I could do that on my own. So yeah, sorry, I feel like I'm rambling. RomanceCon was a fun event. I hope they come back, and I hope word gets out to other authors that this is an event that they might want to attend in the future. There's so many new to me authors that I have on a list now to end to my never-ending TBR pile, but that's always exciting. I love reading new authors. So yeah, if you're thinking about going, I would definitely give it a shot. And I just want to say thank you for watching, guys. I hope you enjoy coming to RomanceCon with me. See you next time. Bye.